Pre-market scan, I'm locked in the zone. Levels get drawn while the weak stay at home. Orderflow speaks in the language I know. Deep charts whisper where the big money flows. Tick by tick, I read between the lines. Jacks by humming, catching all the signs. No FOMO plays, I just wait my
Good
turn.
morning, YouTube. You're back. Thursday. As you can see, it's freaking hot here. Heat wave, Europe. I am cooking. Anyway, so we just had numbers drop, PCE. Nothing really after the open, so that's good. Let's see what we got here. Maybe check the daily. Right, so on a daily, basically. Wait, let me draw this back. So initially on that move down, we create a failed auction here on the low side. Liquidity grab, failed auction, whatever you want to call it. Move back up. Unable to push towards the all-time highs here. Creating a failed auction here on the creating a lower high, creating a failed auction. Back to the low side here, and at the moment we try to sell off towards the lows here. Unable to create a new low. So for me, this thing is consolidating on a higher time frame on a daily. Unable to create new highs, unable to create new lows. So that means for me consolidating. Now the most important level for me here to be watching for me are the lows here from last week's Wednesday, Thursday, I believe. If we keep trading above here, close above here, I'll be looking for a move towards this structure here. That would be the gap fill too. So that would make sense. Somewhat of a decision zone right here, right now. Let me switch first to the profile. A profile. Morning, Tujani. I hope I don't butcher that. So at the moment, profile-wise, yesterday we tried to sell off. Today we are, after we consolidate, we tried to sell off. The open of the market, the first 2 hours were very choppy, but failed to continue sell off, and we currently are trading with a gap to the upside. We are trading back into the range from last week, like the low is here 930s, regaining that. This is somewhat of a bullish opening with a gap to the upside. So in general, as long as the pressure is to the upside, I'll be looking for that gap fill. That would be the main idea, as long as we stay trading above that prior range high. Yeah, that would be a good thing to do, I think. Let's see here. So yeah, that was that consolidation zone here. Where is my pen? Man, it is hot around here. And someone doesn't have air conditioning. Here we do that pen. There she is. Right, so this is obviously consolidating hard. Failed auction. This was a failed auction. Couldn't capitalize on this one. That was a bit of a... I should have been probably way more aggressive down here. Again here, small failed auction yesterday too. And then after lunch, he sold off. But this then becomes one bigger failed auction. Huge move up. Rejecting this balance. So at the moment we're trying to look for a new balance and or that that gap fill, which is at right. So yesterday's high, the gap from, I don't even know what day that is. Monday. So up and open, depending what the opening price is going to be. If she goes up from the opening price, longs only towards that gap close. Retest still looks good, still targeting the gap close and or structure. If up on open for whatever reason, she opens up and she fails and then rejects. I mean, that's whoa. So she opens up, she fails the opening price, goes below, and then starts rejecting the opening price. There's a possibility for a setup towards the gap close. But then hands off here for me. Probably not enough meat on the bone. I mean, this is 100 points. But it's like 1 minute candle, so end up on open, super volatile, so probably not. But then to be seen if she hits the gap close, what happens here? Does she bounce and regain, or do we sell off and use this resistance and go back to the other side of the range? To be seen. Most obvious play here would be she opens up and setups to the upside, trading towards the gap close. That would be somewhat more of the ideal behavior. On the other hand, if I set up my SSP level, I'll just use the new high, the overnight high, news high here as the high side. Low side is the equal lows on the 15 here. As they stay naked, still like 12 minutes, so but so for example, if she opens up here, hands off, waiting for if she sells off, she moves down, sweeping that level, hitting that prior range high, closing the gap, potentially look for failed auctions. What I will do here, then a move back to the other side of the range, for example. That would be nice too. Let me see if I could get any wiser drawing a profile. Probably not. I mean, so if I were to look at it from a profile perspective, yeah, this is the one I would look for. Basically value high here from that structure. So she could retest all of that, retest value basically, and then still go. So this for me probably would be a key level to watch for. Morning you. Damn man, I'm like streaming for 10 minutes, I'm already cooking. Yeah, so those levels basically are all I need for now to gauge the bias. I don't think it's needed to overcomplicate it right here, right now. Kind of want to give it the benefit of the doubt to see the gap close and look for that potential failed auction down here. I mean, it's going to be around that level. No need to be first. I can always wait, see what happens, wait for it to regain back in that range, and then potentially look for something up. And or she opens up straight to the upside. If we are here and I'm not in a trade, I'm probably gonna wait for price to, or I probably should wait for price to get more of an impulse move up and then create structure above. So it's clearly rejecting that level and not sweeping that data high and then just get back in here and then some potential scenarios. What are you doing here? And then just put it on a 5-minute and follow the 5-minute. I think that sounds like a plan. I've been looking at that 5-minute too, man. Like, where's the session from yesterday? Obviously, I removed my levels, but there's something to it to just trade a 5-minute, especially on those super obvious range days, to not get caught up in the noise until she literally breaks out of balance. Yo, did my stream just die? I think my stream just crashed for whatever reason. Can someone confirm? What in the world is going on here?
Ask me how I did it, I'm telling them grace. Ask me how I'm living, I'm telling them great. Ask me how I did it, I'm telling them grace. Ask me how I'm living, I'm telling them great. New me, no time to waste. Look at me, you see I don't play. I keep running on out of shape. Need a hero, go find a cape. New me, no time to waste. Look at me, you see I don't play. I keep running on out of shape. Need a hero, go find a cape. Hey, no need for the B-roll, I was masked up.
Not too sure what's going on with the stream, but should be good. Maybe the stream is suffering from the heat too. Alright, man, thanks. Thank you, you. Also soon, some announcements. Maybe some collaboration again with Earn to Trade. Perhaps. Alright, let's go over the plan. Alright, so day 2, 200k challenge. Yesterday, obviously, down, down, down. Oh man, this heat is the worst. So the main goal here is just to max loss is gonna be 1500 on the day, and then max gain is gonna be 3000, but not too focused on that. Just gonna be focusing on performing well, taking good trades, obviously. Keeping that at 1500, that's gonna be key. The key to make it work, otherwise it's not gonna work. He also gets some good offers at the moment. 60%. And it's gonna get even better soon. Yep, take a look at it. I would look at it. But first, focus on the trades. I think that's a good question for a poll. What time frame do you trade? Oh boy, this is gonna be one hell of a session in this heat. Kind of forgot about the 1 hour here. So structure-wise, obviously creating higher highs here. Looking at that prior swing here, we tried to push it using that as a gauge what the market is doing. I kind of want to see price trade above 180s to be having that bullish move up. Otherwise, if we push down, close down, this is going to be like looking like a failed auction for the time being. But I think we're opening up kind of bullish, so so yeah.
I'm the king of this game. Deep charts flashing, not know every name. Jack's about whispers where the game is gonna squeeze. Live on YouTube, watch me bend these markets with ease. Dark pool prints, I read them like a book. Liquidity zones where the algos get shook.
Markets open.
When the delta's too thin, why these retail traders still trying to log in? NASDAQ futures, I'm the king of this game. Deep charts flashing, not know every name. Jack's about whispers where the game is gonna squeeze. Live on YouTube, watch me bend these markets with ease. Tick by tick, I'm painting the tape. Smart money moves, no room for.
Seems like Rhythmic is also struggling with the heat.
Why the head you scrambling like they're chasing the beast? Frozen bell rings, count another green day. P&L statement looking like Broadway. From the pit to the screen, I evolve with the times. 50 cent flow, but I'm stacking these downs.
Seems like she wants. Let's go to 1 minute. Let's go to a 1 minute. So for me, no longs until we one trade back above the opening price, or two close the gap, and or we create a failed auction on the downside. Like see the sweep here, whatever. Aggressive entry, better risk to reward, safer entry. So there's time to wait for, I think, if she wants to go up. But at the moment, this could move 960s. That seems about right. 960s. Whoa, my freaking lines were not in the right order position. gap close is freaking lower. Damn deep charts. So I think it's like a 60% probability if price opens like this with a gap to the upside and she fails the opening price, there's a 65% chance she's closing the gap. A lower high would be ideal. don't want to enter here on structure. Yes, this could melt, but there's also the probability to do a little retest and then go. Can't anticipating that more. I'm from Belgium. I'm from Europe. Petit peu. I'm Flemish.
Mic check 1 2. Streaming live.
Nice. You from France?
Screens glowing in the dark. Where the real sharks make they mark. Monday through Friday grind. Yeah. Deep charts up on the main screen flicking. Orderflow patterns thick like the tension. Watching that delta spike like a heartbeat jumping. Big trades coming in, feel the money pumping. Volume profile.
Increase my sound? What do you mean? Am I silent? Shouldn't be silent. My gain should be good.
This ain't no game, son. It's what we do. From the hideout, encrypted feed, planting seeds, fulfilling every greed. Track the webs, see where they swimming before the herd even knows they're winning.
I think everything is struggling because of the heat.
Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deep charts tools, see the order flow bleed. Big trades calling, fulfilling the need. Delta screaming, volume, profiles deep, options flow secrets. The promises I keep from the shadow, watch the market weep. This ain't no playground, this game I read. Break down the levels, set the trap tight. See the imbalance bathed in the screen's light. Gamma exposure, yeah, we track that too. Know the pressure points before the move is through. Liquidity zones where the battles commence. We position early, building the defense. The check going wild, but the focus stay cold. Reading the tape, watching the story unfold. This ain't no hobby, this the street apply. Financial warfare, nowhere to hide. The stream is live, the knowledge is power. Watch the
See what happens though.
minute by hour. Profile hideout, volume spikes, delta grows, options.
A little bit more of a push would be nice.
The hideout hums, where the real money goes. Profile hideout, live streaming the heat. Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deep charts tools, see the order flow bleed. Big trades calling, fulfilling the need. Delta screaming, volume profiles deep. Option flow secrets, the promises I keep. From the shadows, watch the market weep. This ain't no playground, this game I read. Profile hideout, Friday sign off, stream cuts to black. Stack the gains, ain't looking back. Hideout, secure tools locked down tight. See y'all Monday for the next big fight. Mic drop.
Kind of want to have it higher, but
Screens fade to gray. Another week, conquer.
this is where a buyer stepped in too, so I'm not a fan of entering at this level. But I don't have to be a fan to... It's definitely not the close I'm looking for. Up would be nice. Up and then down. Like somewhat past that point or try to retest it. Like trap them buyers one more time. This could be the move. Same thing as before. In a way, I don't want to see those big trades get broken, so I could, from that point of view, protect myself here. About to hit 1R soon. It's 1R. Kind of want to see a little bit of a push here. Looking for these 60s, nice 60s here. I kind of want to, I don't like to see this here. The seller's pushing hard, unable to push through. I still have this volume spread analysis zone of support for my idea. Kind of want to see it go for the lows right now. Low volume. Damn, I will check that in a minute, man. Ah, that's a batch. One push, one push. Okay, I'm trailing 1R here. Stop still should have been up there if I really. But I think opening up the day with 1R trade is not a bad thing. Squeezing 2Rs. Maybe 3Rs. Gap close is getting very obvious at this point. When she hits gap close, that will be really tight. Trailing the big trades here. More trailing. Push, push. One push. It's a very obvious play at this point, the gap close, so I kind of want to 2R locked. Out. Gap close. Nice. Could have gotten a 3R, but poof. Let me find out what's wrong with the gain. I'm gonna reboot my my roadcaster, my audio. 1 second, I'll be back. All right, we are back. If this doesn't fix it, I'm not able to do it right now. Damn it. Now I feel bad for taking profits. There's a price gap too. In the profile, like where we closed yesterday, like 511. Like that could be a target. Yo, Yayanta, is my volume still low?
Yo, mic check 1 2. Streaming live
Should be
from
good.
Screens glowing in the dark where the real sharks make they mark. Monday through Friday grind. Deep charts up on the main screen flicking. Orderflow pattern stick like the tension. Watching the delta spike like a heartbeat jumping. Big trades coming in, feel the money pumping. Volume profile, paint the picture clear. See where the weak hand shed a tear. Options flow, whisper secrets, loud and true. This ain't no game, son, this what we do. From the hideout.
So in this scenario, if I just would have trailed the big trades, yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Profile.hideout, live streaming the heat. Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deep charts too, see the order flow bleed. Big trades
Damn, these candles are going out outside of my screen.
volume profiles deep, options flow secrets, the promises I keep from the shadow. Watch the market, we just ain't no playground. This game I read.
Oh, really? Is my sound better or like the volume?
See the imbalance bathed in the screens like gamma exposure. Yeah, we track that too. Know the pressure points before the move is through. Liquidity zones where the battles commence. We position
Oh man, this thing already hitting that close from yesterday.
going wild, but the focus stay cold. Reading the tape, watching the story unfold. This ain't no hobby, this the street applied. Financial warfare, nowhere to hide. The stream is live, the knowledge is power. Watch the clock tick minute by hour. Screens glow, data flow, volume spikes.
On a daily, this thing is rejecting that level, right? It's close open from last week, Wednesday, Thursday. This would be the place for it to reject. Yeah, if I look at this, I'd be looking for the lows from yesterday. Damn, like not many setups either way, right? If you didn't catch this move, I mean at that level, not much to go against, or you should use a really wide stop. A 15-minute IB close to, meaning we can draw a little profile. Damn, that looks freaking thin as fuck. What is my core T in this market? Orderflow or ICT or something else? I mean, at this point, it's a mix of a lot of things. Candle structure combined with the order flow of the bubbles, and then using profiles in higher time frame price action as a bias. But overall, the only thing I need for my bias initially is just 2 orange lines. Focus on good candle structure closes combined with bubbles to help you guide through it. That's how it should be. Doesn't always work like that though. And to be expected too, like this move. Yeah. So currently already down 664 points in one move. That's insane. Why did I even take profit? Like, so from a 50-minute orb, auction is down very obviously. Kind of want to see it still roll over prior range lows. It's just a question, after 600 points down, do I really want to be super aggressive on the lows here? Damn, was this short? Damn. That would have been super aggressive. That should really want to melt. I'm shorting the lows here, which I'm not a big fan of, but this thing is melting. And the move is obvious towards the lows, and I want to be involved in the market if the move is obvious. At this point, I could even don't want to see that level gained, to be honest. Can I see the rejection here on that move? It's not rejecting. That is not a rejection. I'm going break even here. Prior range low. Thank you very much, please. Probably will be very aggressive against these levels here when she starts hitting that. And or potentially take the 1R. Already down 700 points. This could shoot up real quick. The buyer stepping in, they're just getting absorbed hard at the moment. 1R is all the way down here. So if buyers step in here and they're unable to push through, for me this is a valid trail. This is already 700 points down. Sweating my balls off. See, buyers just getting hammered. Again, buyers stepping in. Price flushing down. It's really good for downside. Really good. I'm gonna chill my 1R here. If she melts, these are bounce levels. If she melts it, good. If she doesn't, good. That's fine. It's not a bad day already. 1900. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. So really the only goal here is to keep the drawdown as low as possible. At least no more as 1500. That's the only goal in this challenge I'm doing here on the live stream. If I do that, the rest will take care of it. Yeah. And then the other thing is just to the average loser, average winner, the ratio between it, awesome. Same thing for the max worst trade and the max losing trade, winning trade. The 1 to 2 or more, awesome. Then that minus $1,500 drawdown will just won't be a thing. This is a 2 white soldiers pattern, I call it. This is usually, if she sells off from this, it's going to be a quick move. Like trapping the buyers and then the final push with her stops. Because a lot of people try to get the bottom here and then rip it. It's one I created myself with AI. If you're in Discord, I could give it to you if you want to. If you really want it. Immediate rebalance. So you could wait for the closing candle, the bearish candle, then just enter on like this. Like I'm not gonna do it, but because it already tested it. This could be an entry too. Like she's so aggressive to the downside. This is a no-brainer actually to do it. But yeah, we're already down like nearly 900 points. Did something happen? I mean, do you have a premium sub on Deep Charts? Or Ernst give you an account? Not sure what you mean, man. Like I'm paying for my evaluations. I'm paying for Deep Charts just like anyone else is. Soon there might be some giveaways from Untrade. That's in the pipeline, so I'll keep everyone posted though. So this is the spooky part right here. 900 points down. Kind of hitting the lows here. Seems like it's trying to create a failed auction. This could be a quick move. A lot of people short. Or maybe not. But at least, I mean, what I'm trying to get at here is that I'm not the biggest fan of entering a trade to the downside on a lower day after a freaking 1,000-point dump. The probability for it to bounce is just getting bigger and bigger, in my opinion. Oh, like that? No. This that's something Earth Trade doesn't do. Casual, very casual. Yeah. I wish it was always like that, CJ. That would make my life a little bit easier. Would have been rich. Yeah, I don't have any experience with Motive Wave. Only got like experience with Ninja Trader and Deep Charts. Trading wise, that is. Yeah, so the most obvious thing here would be obviously price selling off from the lows and using that as resistance and go more down. But at this point, this is the bottom of the range it created. Hence the pullback probably. So for me, the most obvious move at the moment is being played out. If I really would still be looking for entries, 50-minute IB low. Basically value. Basically, as long as it's below this, the auction for me is kind of short. Is this news driven or is this just Apple news? So probably Apple dumped in or what? Apple raises prices to counter memory shortages again. Like it's already freaking what? Right, so 10 votes, 60% on a 1 minute, 30% on a 5 minute, and 10% on something else. I mean, something else must be like range or ticks. Where's my... Yeah, this would have been really hard on a 5 minute to do. I mean, probably could have just shorted here and put your stop above. Is that doable with a $500 stop? 2 contracts. I mean, if the market moves fucking 1,000 points, 2 contracts is all you need. Like this would have been $1,000, $1,500. Yeah. Probably still would have been in or like trailed out here to lows. Man, I'm gonna jump in a freaking shower in a minute, I think. If I still were to be looking for setups, I kind of want to see a failed auction now, as in price pushes up, people start buying, they create a new high, and then that fails. I need some swing failure point, if that makes sense, to have something that's been trapped to help me aid into or trade in that direction. Someone needs new music.
Said I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. They've been trying to get me cheap like a thrift shop.
Just trying to see if there's anything obvious.
They've been talking way before they even doing something. If they wanna play, let's get a tip off.
I mean, if I want to talk obvious part is that we are rejecting that structure above on that swing low. So that's the obvious part that we are starting off. We sold off and we're bouncing currently on the lows without making new lows. So that part is done. This is just also just poor structure, like left and right, literally. This is like a 1 hour, so let's see, maybe 4 hour. That's somewhat the same thing as a 1 hour. Although this one gave it kind of away here, then drove away. It's very unclear here for me. Most obvious part would be for it to start pushing the lows again and then play continuation plays, but already down 1,000 points, so pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Damn, I was muted. Sorry. Candles are super big. It's annoying. And days like this basically should take every opportunity from the creation of a lower high. These candles are huge, man. Huge. It's doable with the way I enter, because it doesn't matter where I put my stop, it's always going to be the same risk amount. But this is where I would get in trouble with just using tick size, because this is very deceiving. Yeah, trading a mini. Damn. I'd stick to one mini. Yeah, for me, this is literally a game changer. It makes trading a little bit different, but I like it. Bro. Let's look in that potential failed auction here at that level. What's the reaction from those levels? Could just, if you're really biased to one direction, those are freaking fire. Especially on higher time frames with reads. Let's see what happens on that, huh?
to follow and tough pill to swallow, remind him of sentiment. This gift is a benefit, see I hate it, nigga sentiment. Ever see me chillin', plotting no millions and counting these benjies? Just know I got him straight from him again.
J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission is same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this is buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the grave. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Hurry with the legs, all about finesse. I am not impressed. I don't need a rest coming in with less than you see the flags.
Not too sure what I'm looking for here still.
He supply the bread. 70, keep it heavenly. Everybody get the bread.
Potential rejection from IB low. 15-minute IB low, that is. Trap some people long. And then target. Don't want to get too married to that idea though. This is all poor structure, especially above a 5-minute. Let's get it right with it, I think. I'm not a fan too much. I want to see a retest of those 545s. So stars were aggressive here. I kind of don't want to see them win here. So that's structure. I mean, those bubbles. Kind of hitting that low here. Kind of want to see continuation immediately. Aggressive sellers here too. It's gonna bounce here. It's gonna push lower. And then the bounce will be there. I'm really good with getting stop to break even here. This structure I was looking for, failed auction on top, potentially. I sold off to the bottom here of that range. This was the one where I wanted to see fail, especially with those big trades on the low there. This is where business was being done. If this would have been breached and melted to the downside, that would be looking way better for me. At this point in time, the move I look for is still valid, but I'm not the biggest fan of this structure, especially with the poor structure on the left side. Could be talking myself out of trades, but could also always re-enter if it sets up, but it has to trade somewhere here and confirm myself around the same level. I'd rather see price try to push up, trap some more people long here and here. And then if she sits up to the downside, look for shorts up above and then target again or try to target again. It's turned into be like a little bit more of a balance zone, you could say, where value is building. Then where price trying to get out of balance, trending price action, but then fails, right? And then draws back into value rotation, boom, to the downside. Like if she confirms bad here, and then you join, or I would join here. Stop as obvious places, but she go melt. If she melts, then waiting for the structure would have been key here. I'm not a fan here though. Like still respecting that level here from that structure. Ideally, I want to see close below, reject below. This is still getting bought up here, I feel, until we trade under. Especially the big trades happening here in the sellers. If price goes up, this is going to be a juicy move to the upside. Buyer stepping in. At the same time, price not going anywhere, it seems. This would have been a very uncomfortable trade for me to be in. Very uncomfortable. That 5-minute level is still rejecting, so from that 5-minute, I just don't see it on the 1 minute. It's too tight. Even with these freaking big candles, it's too tight. This for me is balance, basically. That's how I look at it. I kind of don't want to be doing business in this area. I want to wait for the breakout and go long, or wait for the fake out and the rejection and go short, and vice versa on the other side. That's what I want to do. Get the hourly IB close to now. Seems like YouTube is struggling here. getting bad reads. Our indecision, see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Where's my... All right, so our indecision, day 2 of that 200K challenge. Main goal is to keep the drawdown contained. If I hit data loss, I'm gonna keep repeating this because this is very, very important. This is key of it all. Max drawdown per day is gonna be 1500. This is the thing. This is the one thing when you're trading that has to be respected, right? So yesterday small loss 650, today 1900. I'm probably gonna close it here and redo it tomorrow. And just keep those average losers low, average winners higher. That ratio has to make sense. Best and worst trade, that has to make sense. Keep that up. And then the focus is gonna be, and I'm gonna keep saying it, minus $1,500 for me, right? And then everything will be okay. And obviously still have to trade for 8 more days on this account, so we got plenty of time. Just need a little bit more P&L, 10K to be precise. All will be good. I'm gonna call it quits here. I'm cooking. It's really hot here. There's a heat wave in Belgium. I'm losing focus. I'm probably not gonna be taking the smartest trades if I continue, so I'm just gonna enjoy my day, chill out, take a shower. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll see you on tomorrow. Peace.